Good morning, children. Hope you enjoyed the video we uploaded last week. Hope you are enjoying this chapter. I know it's a little bit tough for you, but then also we are trying to make it as easy as it can be. Now, let's continue with the same chapter. Chapter 14, Electric Current and its Effects. And in this, today we are going to discuss about elements of an electric circuit. Elements, when I say, I mean the parts of an electric circuit. Electric circuit definition you all know is a complete path through which electric current flows. Now, to make that path complete, what are the things required for that? Those are called the elements of an electric circuit. Now, the first element which we talk about is connecting wires. Now, connecting wires, as the name suggests, what can be the function? Yes, to transfer current from a source to a gadget, to connect a gadget to a source. Now, how it is connected? By means of connecting wires. So, it is very important that these connecting wires should allow electric current to flow through them. Now, you already know that metals are good conductors of electricity. So, it is very important that these connecting wires are made up of metals. The most commonly used metal is copper and aluminium. Now, these connecting wires are represented by means of a straight line. Now, connecting wires have practically negligible resistance. Now, here I am using the term resistance. Now, what is this resistance? This is actually the property which hinders the flow of electric current through it. Now, it is very important that there should be some resistance. Otherwise, in the flow of electric current, otherwise what will happen? Because of the heating effect of electric current, whatever the gadget will stop working if excess amount of current flows through it. So, these connecting wires, they allow electric current to flow through it, so they have practically negligible resistance. How they are represented? By means of a straight line. Now, coming to the next, how to get this resistance. Now, this resistance can be a fixed resistance or can be a variable resistance. When this resistance can be a fixed or variable. When I talk about fixed resistance wire, I mean that the amount of resistance offered by that wire is known to us, and such a wire is known as resistor. So, is resistor clear? Resistor means a wire whose resistance is known to us. Now, how it is represented? By means of zigzag line. So, this zigzag line with two dots at the two ends. This zigzag line suggests that it's a resistor or a fixed resistance wire. This resistor is also made up of alloy. Now, the alloy used for making this are tungsten, constantan, or nichrome, or eureka manganese. I understand that these names might be tough for you, but then what to do? These are alloys. You know the definition of alloy. Yes, an alloy is a mixture of two or more metals in a fixed ratio. So when I say eureka or when I say nichrome, it is not only a metal, but it is a combination of two or more metals in a fixed ratio. Now, as I told you, resistance is two: fixed resistance or variable resistance. Now, fixed resistance wire, that is known as resistor, represented by a zigzag line with two dots at the two ends. These two dots represent the two brass terminal or the length to which this wire can be stretched. Now, coming to variable resistance. Variable resistance means, as the name suggests, variable. That means the resistance offered by this can be changed, can be varied. So such a resistance is called variable resistance. Now this can be brought about by means of rheostat and by means of resistance box. So variable resistance by means of two. One is rheostat and second one is resistance box. When we talk about rheostat, we say that it's an unknown variable resistance. Unknown variable resistance, that means the magnitude of such can be changed, but we do not know that how much it has changed. That is why we say that it's a resistance of unknown variable resistance. When we talk about resistance box, that is known variable resistance. We know the value by which the resistance is offered by this box. Now coming to the next. Now coming to the symbols. When I talk about a resistance box, then represented by this, and when I talk about unknown resistance, it is represented by this symbol. Clear? Variable resistance whose amount of resistance offered by this can be changed. Rheostat, when talk about, it provides unknown variable resistance, whereas resistance box provides us with known variable resistance. Coming to the next, that is an inductor. Now, what is an inductor? Inductor consists of an insulated copper coils with a large number of turns. Now, what is the function of this? This inductor acts as a magnet when the electric current flows through it. Now, how it is represented? By this. So, inductor clear? Inductor means it consists of a large number of copper coils or insulated copper coil with having large number of turns. These represent the turns in case of a copper coil. Function, it behaves as a magnet when electric current flows through it. Now coming to the next, we have cell, which you already know, a source of electric current. How it is represented? With two lines, one big line which represent the positive and one small line which represent the negative terminal. Now next, When we say battery, means combination of cells, more than one cell. Clear? Now, you have already studied in previous class, these batteries can have two types of connection. Cells in a battery can be connected in two ways. One is series, one is parallel. Now, let us draw a symbol for series and parallel connection also. When I say series, I mean that the cells are placed next to each other. And positive of one is connected to the negative of the other cell. This is in series. When we talk about parallel, cells are placed one beneath other. And this is parallel. So I hope series connection and parallel connection clear to you, children. Okay, now come to the next. To detect whether the current is flowing through a circuit or not, we have an apparatus called galvanometer with a symbol like this. Now this galvanometer, the needle placed in this galvanometer starts deflecting, starts moving when current flows through an electric circuit. Next, to find out how much amount of electric current is flowing through that circuit, we have another instrument called ammeter, which measures the amount of current flowing through a circuit. Then we have voltmeter, which measures the potential difference between 2 points in an electric circuit. So children, now let us have a quick recap of the topic which we have discussed today. We have started with elements of electric circuit. The first one was connecting wires. Then we discussed about resistance. Then in that we discussed about fixed resistance and a variable resistance. In that we discussed about rheostat and then we discussed about resistance box. Then we talk about inductor, how does it works, what is the function. Then we discuss about cells and batteries, how the cell and the battery are connected in series and how are they connected in parallel. Then we discuss about galvanometer, ammeter and voltmeter. Now children, after this you are going to watch carefully a PPT which I have made, which will make the concept clear to you. So just go through the PPT and if you have any doubt, note it down. When we meet in the next class, we are going to discuss your queries. But I request you to observe the PPT very carefully because some of the terms which I have used, you might not be familiar with those terms. But once you see the PPT, when you see the images or the photos which have been uploaded there in that PPT, then the things would be clear to you. Okay children, so just revise the topic which we have done and be ready for the next class, because in the next class when we meet, first of all I will be asking you to write down the functions and symbols of the elements of an electric circuit. Thank you children. Class 7 Science Chapter 14 Electric Current and its Effects. Topic: Elements of an Electric Circuit. Coming to the first one, connecting wires. Shown by a straight line, made up of conductor, that is metals, most commonly used copper and aluminium, provided with cotton as insulation. Resistance offered is negligible. Function of connecting wires: to allow an electric current to move from one point on a circuit to another. It's because electricity also needs a medium through which it can move, shown by a straight line. Coming to the next, fixed resistance wire or a resistor, made from metallic alloys such as nichrome, eureka, constantan, and manganese. Resistor, an electric component which reduces the electric current, and this ability to reduce the electric current is called resistance. It is measured in units of ohm. If we compare it to an analogy, we find that the resistor is a thin pipe which reduces the water flowing through it. Now, in the picture shown, the colored ring-like structure reduces the flow of current, and those ring-like structure are shown by the zigzag line. Coming to variable resistance, a resistance whose value is not fixed and can be changed when required. Now again, two type: rheostat and resistance box. Rheostat, a resistance whose magnitude can be changed but the exact change in magnitude is not known. Resistance box, an arrangement of a number of known resistance we can add or we can remove. Such an arrangement is called resistance box. Now in the given slide, you can see the resistance box along with the symbol of rheostat. Coming to the next important element, what is that? Inductor. Inductor is an insulated copper coil with large number of turns. It behaves like a magnet with the passage of electric current. Now here you can see so many type of inductor. Basically, large number of copper coil with large number of turns. When we talk about symbol, you all can see that it is having the coils are shown in the symbol. Coming to cell and battery, in the first picture you can see that a cell and a battery, and in symbol when we talk about, we have one straight line for positive and a small line for negative. Now here you can see galvanometer and you can see ammeter. Now galvanometer is basically a device with which we can find out whether the current is flowing through our circuit or not. Now the needle in the galvanometer starts showing deflection when the current flows through the circuit. Another device, ammeter, is used to find out the magnitude of electric current flowing through the circuit. Now, then we have one more device called voltmeter. This voltmeter measures the potential difference between 2 points in an electric circuit. Coming to the symbol, one round with G if it is written, galvanometer. If V it is written, voltmeter. If A is written, it is ammeter. Coming to the next, DC generator and AC generator. Now what is a generator? A device which converts mechanical energy into direct current. Then such a device is called DC generator. AC generator, a device which convert mechanical energy into alternate current. It is called AC generator. Hope children you enjoyed the PPT.